Hey everybody, so there's been some debate, I should say, as to the placement of your filters, say particular on this vehicle. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Basically, these are considered hot air intakes because they're basically on the hot side. The turbos are over here, the exhaust is on this side. It gets fairly warm over here. Typically, you know, factory, the whole box is over here, and obviously mine are not here anymore, which frees up a lot of space. And honestly, I like the way it looks right here better than with the air filters right here. But what is the difference in temp though? So, I mean, honestly, I don't see that much of a difference, but I want to use here. So this is what I'm gonna do. I got this here probe. This is gonna sit right over here on the side that normally would have, you know, the factory air filters and whatnot, or even some aftermarket ones sit right there. And I got my meter right there, and it's reading it right now. It is at 81 degrees on that side right there. It's, well, 84, 80, yeah, it's fluctuating a little bit because the wind's blowing now. But once I shut the hood and I'm driving, it'll be a consistent, whatever air is coming in through this way will be the same, the air that is coming in through over here. So it should be consistent. So I'm gonna drive around with it over here, see what the temps are, and then I'm gonna move it over here and I'm gonna place it right here, and I'm gonna see what the temps are right here. And so we just want to see what the differences are, see if it truly is robbing you of horsepower by placing those filters over on that side. I honestly don't think it matters. Once you get moving, there's so much air that's passing in through here that, you know, the only time I see my charge temps rise is when I'm idling. That is the only time, because there's no air passing through. When I'm passing through, like today, the highest I saw was 77 degrees. That's with these being right here. Now I know it has to get hotter than 77 degrees under here when I'm idling, so let's see what happens. Okay, so what we're doing right now, my car was already warmed up. I've been driving it around. So basically it's at idle. Let me show you. So it's at 205 oil temp, so it's up to temp for the most part for the winter time. Right now we are hovering around 127, 128, 129. It fluctuates. It'll go up to about 132-ish, 3 maybe, and then drop back down, or well, I guess higher than that, but we'll see what happens. So 160 seems to be the highest it's got to. As you can see, it has gone back down now. It's trending back down, and then it'll go back up a little bit. Usually get, like, it got up to 160, and then it drops. Let's see it. Yeah, see, now it's going back up again. So I assume that it got up to, you know, the fan kicked on or whatever. So let's take it for a drive now, and let's see what kind of temps we're gonna get there. So you can't see it, but I can see it. There's a temp right there. As you can see, it's getting up to, oh, you may not be able to, it's getting back up to the 160, and then it'll drop back down again. So let's take it for a little ride and see what we get for a temp that way. Hope you can read that. I'll keep it here just in case. But I'm getting like temps of 110, 109, 108, 107. So it's about 107, 109 degrees on that side, which isn't terrible. So, but let's see what it is on the other side. Okay, so I have it over here. I feel like this is a good general location to capture the temperature of this general area. So let me shut the hood and see what she's doing. Let me shut the hood and see what she's doing idle first. I just touched some poop. So let's check out idle. Let's see if it does the same thing basically. It got up to like 160 something, and then it drops back down. I think 161 was what it got to before it dropped down. Okay, so it got up to 166.9, 167 at idle. So let's see what it's doing while we're driving around. So it looks like you could see the temperature right there. Oh yeah, definitely. All right, so let's go And let's see what we get on the hot side, quote unquote hot side. Now when I came down this way, I couldn't get the footage to pick up, but it was not so hot. Let's hope that this stays where it's supposed to. I'm gonna drive carefully so that it will stay where I want it to. Now I am in sport mode, just so you know. I can tell you now, it's already, yeah, it's in the 90s right now on that side. The quote-unquote hot side. I hope you can make that out. It's really that. I wish that lead was a little bit longer. I might go by Harbor Freight and see if there's something else that I can do if this doesn't pick up just fine. But take a look at that. That is crazy. And I'm sitting at like 2,500 RPM, so this isn't like it's just, you know, I'm at like 1,000 or anything like that. That is, I was not expecting that whatsoever. Wow. Now I gotta do the same thing on the other side so I can get that temp. That one was at like 107, 108 while I was driving around. I mean, look at this. We're at 90. 90 degrees. 89 degrees. 88 degrees. Whole 87. And that's supposed to be the hot side? I don't know, guys. I honestly think that whoever was designing those intake systems knew what they were doing. I have a gut feeling they knew what they were talking about. Yeah, look at that. 73 degrees. That's not hot. That's not hot at all. Okay, so I mean, the data speaks for itself. The lowest the temp got on the driver's side was 94 degrees while driving. Now it was lower at idle, but this one was higher at idle, but it was lower while driving. I believe the lowest it got down to was 76. So I do believe that I actually have my intakes on the proper side to get the right amount of nice cool air coming in instead of over here. Now the thing about over here, a lot of times I'll have those ducts coming in from right up in here that leads up over to there, so it might, you know, I don't have that going anymore because I don't have mine over there. Will that, you know, give a different temp? Maybe. It's very possible. If you have that set up, go ahead and do some testing, see what you come up with. This is just some rednecks testing, so take it with a grain of salt, but I'm pretty pleased with my placement. So, and that's really all that really matters. So maybe this helped some of y'all determine which side you want to do. Maybe you were thinking about doing some on the driver's side, some on the passenger side. Well, now based on my findings, the passenger side is actually the cooler side. So yeah, take it with what it is. So hey, hit that like, subscribe button, and see you guys next time.